how to generate leads consistently, qualified leads consistently. $1 million question, right? It's something that all salespeople want to do, all business owners want to do, all sales leaders want for their teams. So let's talk about this. Now, in other videos, I've been a bit more tactical about how to build systems and infrastructure and to put yourself in a situation where you can generate more leads consistently from a tactical standpoint. So in this video, I'm going to be slightly more philosophical. Now, when we think about being able to generate leads and qualify pipeline with consistency, what is really the biggest issue that a lot of people have? What I've found is that for most people, they're deeming it to be a part-time thing. They see it as a part-time job. So it's like, okay, you've got your Monday to Friday, and they're going to say, well, on Mondays we generate pipeline, and then for the rest of the week we accelerate deals. Or we do pipeline generation on a Monday and a Thursday, and the rest of the week we accelerate deals. Now, when you take a moment now and stop and think, can you see the fundamental issue with that? Right? The mindset and the mentality isn't to generate demand every single day. It's not an intrinsic part of that person or that organization's fabric. It's the thing that you do when you have time, or it's the moment in time that we do on a Monday. It's not an intrinsic part of every single day we must commit to generating more demand for the business. Because if we don't generate more demand for the business, nothing else really happens. And this is actually probably one of the biggest reasons that I don't see organizations generating the type of demand that they want to. Now, if you want to generate more leads, more qualified leads, and more demand consistently, the first thing that you need to do is go through a mentality shift to say that this is not something that we either leave to a certain day on the week or we leave to a certain part. It's something that we do every day. And I actually recommend that you start every day with some form of demand generation. It's the first thing that you do, because this starts to rewire the way that you think, the way that you act, the way that you operate, to really be centered around the fact that this is the most important thing that we do. And that's why we start with it every single day. We don't leave it to the end of the day. We don't leave it to later in the week. No, every single day starts with this. And I can assure you, just through this mentality shift and by changing those behaviors, you will generate more consistent quality lead flow, because you're putting out there in the ether and you're making very clear both to the universe and to the individuals on your team and to yourself that this is the thing that you need to do every single day. And when I made this adjustment in my career many years ago, all of my results started to skyrocket, because ultimately you have no deals and you really have nothing in the business until you have more consistent lead flow. Because when you have more consistent lead flow, you have more deals to actually accelerate, then you have more deals to actually close, then you have revenue in the door, and revenue unlocks the opportunity to grow the business. And so when you look at it, these are really the seeds that you need to plant for everything else to be able to grow. But if you don't start with this and you don't start by creating a fabric for the organization here, nothing else will happen. So I can give you all of the tactics and the tips and the advice and the infrastructure to build, but if you don't have the right mentality towards it, what's the point of getting any other component of this right? So as mentioned, this video is a lot more philosophical, but it's just as important and just as valuable. Change the way that you are thinking about pipeline generation and generating qualified leads, and that alone will allow you to make a significant difference for your team, for your business, or for yourself as an individual salesperson. If you need help and support with just the way that you're thinking about any of this, either go on fetched.ai, that's our company website, fetched.ai, or drop me a message on LinkedIn, drop me a DM. I'll be more than happy to talk to you about the philosophical and also the tactical to put yourself in a situation where you're starting to generate more consistent lead flow day in, day out. I hope this video has been helpful in some way. If it has, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one.